Hello folks, welcome back to the channel. My name is Joel Duggan and we're back in Minecraft on the Citadel server, hanging out in the basement of the keep that we are currently renovating. And I've got some ideas. I think we're going to be able to make some progress today. After discussing it on the Spawn Chunks podcast yesterday, there's a new episode out of the Spawn Chunks. Talking it over with Johnny and trying to figure out what decisions I need to make to improve everything. And I think we've got some ideas. I think the first thing we're going to do is we're going to raise the bell tower, because I think that's going to affect how we process and look at the rest of the build. So as of right now, I think that this needs to be a single block taller. That was the plan anyway. Unless we've already, I don't think we've already done that. I think we needed to raise that by one block. Do I have? Don't have the terracotta. And I also need to figure out where the floor of these things ends up being, because there's a bell that we have to put inside too. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so out of the 2 bits of terracotta, it's the second one that is the floor level. It looks like, yeah, the stair is on the level of the first block, just so I can kind of map out where the floor of it's going to be. And I'm not sure what we're going to do. Maybe we'll use some jungle wood. It's got some green in it. So stair down to trapdoor. I think we have that done here, but it's obviously not at the right spot. So we'll go down and get some terracotta. So many staircases. So many winding roads. It's amazing I can keep it all straight. I can remember all of these paths in Minecraft, and yet I will forget to do laundry. Safe to say we don't need 2 stacks of slabs, just to try to keep the inventory a little bit more manageable. And let's grab those jungle fences I was thinking about and seeing if those will work. They may not. We may have to go with spruce or dark oak. We'll have to see. Need to make more of those. I guess I could have made dark oak fences too. What happens if you forget to do laundry? Nothing. I just don't have any clean gym clothes for tomorrow. That's it. The repercussions are purely my own. Oh. There wasn't a block there. Alright, so we're going to go up by 1. I might have wanted to keep that corner the way that it was. Oh, these are not here. These go up higher. YJan22, thanks very much. We've been working on a bunch of different things, trying to bring them up to speed. The keep, the first time I worked on the keep was very early on in the town, and I've built a lot of things, and I feel like I've gotten a bit better at building since then. 2, 3, and then it changes to wood, right? So this is actually probably going to be, probably spruce is the better choice. That's what the spruce planks look like. I don't think jungle planks will look good. Oh, I forgot to update the Spawn Chunks Nightbot thing. Yeah, there's a new episode out. It's episode 244 now. Jungle wood. We don't have a lot of that. Okay. You like the green and dark oak? Oh, the dark oak is staying on the roof. There's a different texture between the roof and the rest of the build. That's going to change where this comes up to. The floor is going to change as well. You go do another count. Forget about the signs too. All right. So there is, from the deck, it's 1, 2, 3 bits of terracotta and then 2 planks on either side. And then the terracotta goes down a little bit because of the stairs. Right. Also, Canada, you are now the representative for Canada. You're welcome. I'd like you to come and take back your weather, please. So far today has been sunny, rainy, heavy rain, thunderstorm, and then back to sunny. That's not necessarily Canada. That's more like Nova Scotia. And because Canada right now, like Alberta, is dealing with some intense wildfires. It's actually really scary. So 1, 2, 3, and then, yeah, okay, that's right. So that's one side of it. The other side will be, we'll try out jungle over here. I'm guessing this probably won't be something I like, but it's worth giving it a shot. And then this just starts 1 block higher. Oh, do I not have trapdoors? Darn it. Didn't bring trapdoors. Why would it fly over there? Does anybody know the reason behind the physics of stuff like this in Minecraft and why it just kind of goes everywhere? I would really like to know. I think that was the idea, was that... Oh, that's too tall. This is going to be stair there. No, wait a minute. That doesn't make any sense. I had it right the first time. I was measuring up against the wrong one. So along here, we'll try the dark oak. So this is the same color as the roof, so this may or may not look very good. I see what I did wrong. So I'll worry about the trapdoors later. Just want to get this to look right. Be the right height. Now, why did that not work? Sigh, scaffolding. Right, so the only thing missing, I would say, is I'm going to have an upside down stair in a couple different places. So that goes... Why is this... Oh, because there's no terracotta that goes across here, right. It goes here. And I'd want it to match, I guess, no, all dark oak. And I guess there might be door coming in here instead. We'll have to see how that hooks up. This change might not work with the bridge. We may be stuck with this particular height. Right, let's just back up and see what that looks like. So obviously that little bit won't be there. I feel like I like that better. It's definitely in view more. I feel like it competes more with other things. I think I'm probably going to have to put the roof on it before I really know what I like about the jungle wood. It's not awful. It goes well with the green. It might be just a little bit weird. So I'm going to go need to get more trapdoors. That was not a full sentence. I need to go get more trapdoors. This is just a slab and top slabs. And that's kind of it. Just 2 on the corners and 1 in the middle. So 3 and then diagonal. And then fence posts on the sides. Unfortunately, you can't get out of here, which is annoying. I have to go down. Yeah, I think there's something to be said for having some instruction in-game. I really like in-game instructions. You know, I was thinking about that with Satisfactory the other day. There's so much you just have to look up online, which is really tricky. Get a few things back, and I need trapdoors. Yeah, the really tall towers are not fun to climb unless it's a ladder. If it's not a ladder, then it's not the best. And I was talking to Pixariffs. I don't know whether I should leave this here. Having access to the tower at the bottom here, I think we should probably seal it off, because right now you can get into the keep this way. You come up this tower and then you can have access to the keep across the bridge, so that doesn't seem right. So we'll have to fix that too. All right, so in front of this, it was slab, slab, and then there. And then there was 2 diagonal. Things like that. And then 2 diagonal like that. That. And that's basically the whole roof once we put the other trapdoors in on... Oop, that's not trapdoor. The outsides here, just to kind of make that connection feel solid. Alright, so there's no bell yet. That's fine. Now, in here, the floor actually has to be a little bit taller. I actually like the way you come out here a little bit better. That's cool. Do I not have any regular trapdoors? Oh, I do. So then this side we would have spruce. We'll try. Oh, I don't have enough fences. That's annoying. The one that I dropped obviously disappeared somewhere. And then we'll use the jungle over here. I'll try the spruce in combination with the dark oak just in case that looks good. But I think that's roughly the design of it. McScrewgunn subscribing at tier 1, 25 months. Thanks so much, McScrewgunn. Things go well, thank you. This is where the green terracotta starts to kind of fall apart a little bit for me. The other option would be to make it white, but that's kind of like the bone block tower behind it. It would certainly stand out a little bit more if it had some higher contrast. Don't think I like the dark oak. I think it needs to be... I think this needs to be a different color than the roof. Yeah, that's a little bit too high contrast. And the signs help cover out the terracotta as well. This is just such a nice subtle change. Maybe I could do quartz. But then what would we do for fence posts? Birch, I guess? Oh, there's little trapdoors there. And where does the bell go? Even with the top fence post. Okay. Word Nerdify coming in with tier 1 for 10 months. Hitting the big round numbers. Thanks very much. Appreciate it. Yeah, so there's little trapdoors there. There and there. I think this is at the right height. So right now, spruce is what I have the most of. So we'll leave these sides spruce, but then I'll maybe try to test out a couple of other spots. I think that's all the trapdoors. Yeah. Now out here, we have to go down, stair there, and then I have to dig out these guys. Because these are like here, there. This goes like that. And then there's also a trapdoor. here. Do those turn sideways? I can never remember. Yes, and then there's a slab underneath the terracotta. It might be good to have these as stone bricks, maybe. I guess it depends on what this is going to be. That ends up being a slab. Guess I could put that in now. We'll try stone on this side, stone bricks, and see what this looks like. It's probably going to look better, would be my guess. Nope, not there. See, I feel like I should have had that. There we go. And did I miss? I missed a slab over here, I think. All right. I'm probably going to change the height of this too. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just have to line that up all the way around. The Nookie, good to see you. Welcome in. So I may have to rethink the bottom of this tower entirely. I do find it a little bit strange that we have to walk all the way around here. So this could benefit from being a standalone thing. And we might have to move this. I like that little building, but we maybe have to move it, scooch it that way. Pie Eater 574, tier 1, 2 months in a row. Thanks very much. Love the build. Sad I've missed a lot of the last couple months. Oh, it's all good. There's the lovely VODs on YouTube, which are also free. And if folks are not subscribed to Joel Duggan VODs on YouTube, why not? Doesn't cost you a darn thing, and every subscription gets me just that little bit closer to being able to put ads on the channel and have another way to support myself in the work that I do. Thanks for the sleep, Cosmic. Appreciate it. I feel like I should get a data pack that lowers the food animation. It feels kind of tall. So that, I think, looks pretty solid. I don't think we need to make the tower part a 5x5 solid square. I think it's good the way it is. I'm probably going to knock that down just a little bit or change those to stairs. I feel like that might be a little bit close to where the supports for the walkway come. The walkway might also not be that. I feel like this is a little bit steep. I don't think I need it quite to be that deep. We could even knock those down by, if I have another 2 blocks off of this, I think that could make it look a lot taller. I think I might have to rethink how this connects. Yeah, definitely no on the jungle wood. Just too high contrast with the dark oak roof. I really wish we could paint beams or paint wood. Yeah, I'm usually on top of the water. I've always got coffee with me when I'm streaming, but I also have a big thing of water, and I keep track of how much water I drink, which sounds funny, but just where I work out so much, I'm always trying to make sure I'm on the up and up on that stuff. So I generally get through about 3 to 5 liters of water a day. Definitely if I work out. If I don't work out, probably 3 for sure, but if I'm working out, 5. Easy. Easy, easy. Yeah, so this feels right here, this feels like it's part of the bridge, when really if I made this stone, the bridge would really just go there. So now we just have to figure out what color we want to make the top of this thing. We'll try some bone block. Andesite is also an option. Not diorite. Calcite could be cool if we end up using that in other places. Quartz was the other thing. Quartz pillar. Smooth quartz. Probably one of those two. Bought a water bottle for Mr. Cosmic to help him track his water. Nice. It connects to his phone. Wow. I use my phone, but I use my phone. I just have a general nutrition app that I tend to just use from time to time, and I find that if I start making a habit of just tracking water, then I will usually remember to do it. Yeah, see, this is going to be tricky. I do like that we connect up here. It fixes a lot of stuff over here too, right? Because we have nice connections there, connections here. I mean, we don't have to have it right here. We could lower it a little bit, but because that's going to be a problem, right? We'd have to come out outside. And that looks kind of funny. Anyway, let's try a couple of these blocks. Let's go with calcite here. I imagine bone block is probably going to look the best, but I'm going to try to use other places just because it's something I use a lot of. And I guess the full smooth quartz is the other one. Why do I have no more space in my inventory? That doesn't make sense. Oh, because I brought too much with me. All right, we know the jungle's coming down. We know that these are coming down. So we may have to come up with some better, just some better, what I'm looking for, connections here. So I may have made a mistake in raising this, you know. We may have goofed. And the bell is the same height as the top rung. Like that. Smooth sandstone would be a good one, Nookie. You're not, yeah, you're not wrong. I definitely like it better lighter. It certainly looks a lot better than the green. It feels fancier, that's for sure. I feel like the calcite might be the one that I like between those two, between the quartz. We could always combine them. We could do like a combination of calcite and quartz maybe. They might be a little bit too different in color temperature. Hard to tell when it all gets into shadow. That's the only thing. Yeah, smooth quartz, definitely no. We could do the bone block if we didn't do the bottom part bone block. Like if the bone block was just the sides and we made this either stone or wood or something. We could do the bone block if it was just the corners. Yeah, I think the calcite's probably the strongest. The problem is it's very repetitive. Oh yeah, 2 different color temperatures. That's no good. That doesn't work. You gotta remember too that on top of the calcite we could also have some oak, dark oak, sorry, spruce signs in those positions. All right, so it's between calcite and bone block. There's the calcite. Now the bone block, what we could do here would probably be more dark oak. And how far did I put that? Yeah, I feel like that's probably where it would go. Oh, this would be dark oak too. And the calcite, I guess we would just leave the way that it is. Is there anything you could mix with the calcite that could work at this scale, like white concrete or concrete powder? Maybe. I feel like white concrete powder is something we could try. I've done that in places. I mean, that's the kind of detail that I can get into once I decide that this is exactly where I want it. I kind of needed to take it to a finished state to understand where I wanted it to kind of land. You know? So we don't need the quartz. The Citadel is not from Fortnite. No, it's named after the town fort here in Halifax, Nova Scotia, as well as just like the Citadel as being a general fantasy and sci-fi name for big complexes and cities and stuff. So we would have signs here and then outside here. Guess we can keep these ones just so we can look at the two different faces. So I'm wondering if I did all that, if it would be better to not have dark oak down here and have spruce down there instead. It seems to blend in with the roof behind it. Now, unfortunately, we can't get too far away because then the signs are going to disappear. Yeah, even the calcite, it does feel like it's a little bit much. Wondering if the calcite could benefit from being treated like pillars as well. How's that for a landing? So that might be helpful. I don't particularly like the signs on this one. I think we need to go maybe without signs. 10 out of 10 for the landing. There was no splat. Yeah, I don't like this at all. So this tower there is still going to be taller than this. That's good. I like that it's see-through. That one won't be. This one will. It'll be similar to this, actually. There'll be a chain going down the middle of it. It definitely needs something more than just stone as well. Like it needs to be made of stone bricks or something. Yeah, more contrast in these two towers. So there's the bone block and the spruce, right? Like they go quite nice together. Iron blocks are too bright. All right, I'll leave it for now because I think I have to work on the other parts of the keep. I'm trying to not focus too long on any one piece as I do this. Okay, put that away. Won't need the fences, but we'll keep all of the dark oak stuff. And I'm going to need a lot more stone. Stone slabs, stairs. I have them in here. Nope. I need to take some time and really reorganize the way that I have my shulker boxes set up. It was great for the first couple of years, but now I feel like I'm past it. I need to do a little bit more organizing. Plus, they've expanded the types of blocks that we get to. And andesite, I think, is already in here. Need more. And we'll bring walls. So as much as I didn't mind the green terracotta, I don't think I like the don't think I like it compared to the white. Cool. Break time, says Cosmic, before you start the next part of the project. Yes, that sounds like an excellent idea. Close the door. If you're new to the stream, I take a break once an hour. It's that time right now. So we're going to step away from the computer. You should too. Refresh that drink, grab a snack, grab a friend. We are always trying to grow the channel. So if you wouldn't mind sharing us around, we'll see you in just a few minutes. All right. Let's go up top. What I want to do is revisit the idea of expanding that tower. And something that I might be able to do is actually expand this tower and then connect the two. I think this one had a chimney in the way, if I recall. Right, yeah. So we kind of have a hard edge there. We do, however, have room here. If I wanted to make this tower bigger, we could do that. And by making the keep feel a little bit more important, one of the things we could also do would be to change the top of the wall there to be a little bit more interesting. It's not terrible, like, don't get me wrong, I don't mind it. But I feel like we could beef it up a little bit. We just have to be consistent with it, that's the only thing. So yeah, I feel like if that was a fatter tower, we'd probably have a better time. And I don't know about the height of it. I don't think it has to stay that high. I guess I should look at this as well and make sure that this is the height that I want it to be. I think I've already done that, haven't I? Yeah, the stairs are already in. We don't need that. Not that there's much going on up here. If anything, this probably wouldn't go up this high. This would probably stop here. Have a couple of windows. Let's just fill this in. And how do I do these towers? I think this is supposed to be a stair. I'm just going to do the front part. Feels about right. And then up here, we would have stair there. And then this part, I guess, would be a slab. Slab or a fence, probably. That will make that feel solid from the front. We have the window. I mean, I guess technically we could put in 4 windows. Really enjoyed the discussion of the Spawn Chunks this week about revisiting old builds. Oh, cool. That's right. Yeah, you were talking about revisiting Somerville, right? So we could get like a half room in here. That could look kind of cool. It may be better off to have a smaller staircase go up the middle. That might give us more room at the top for more stuff. If we did the staircase up the middle, then we would have ledges underneath all the windows, so that could be good. So right away, this is a little bit too close to height of that. So I want to take all of this off. And I'm perfectly happy to move the chimney if we need to. Good to get your insights and thoughts on the process of revisiting old builds. Yeah, so like when I look at old builds, I kind of think like, okay, well, stuff like this, it's been 2 years and it now no longer matches the fancy stuff that we're able to do. Like I've done some really cool looking builds, I think, over there, and this doesn't feel nearly as cool. And this is supposed to be the centerpiece. It also doesn't feel as big. Pixel Riffs mentioned that, you know, with these towers on the mansion and the bell tower over there, this needs to compete. Like this needs to be close to those heights. And what it doesn't make up, what it doesn't have in height, we can give like a beefy thickness to it to make it feel like substantial. And I think that's a really good place to start. And so I'm just going to take 2 blocks right off the top of this. So yeah, so when I revisit things like this, it's only because I know that it will greatly improve the entirety. What I'm not doing is revisiting things like that house and this house and like that little place. This is not the best, but like I don't want to go back and redo those because I'll just be working on this project forever if I do that, right? So there's a certain, I guess, criteria that we talked about on the Spawn Chunks yesterday about your, like how I allow myself to revisit certain builds, right? All right, so if we take this down to here and we also expand it, and I'm pretty sure that this just can't come any farther forward. So I'm going to take a look at where I am. This is 9,000, 9,084. 9,000 and 9,084. So there's 9,000 and 9,084. So that's the corner of that thing. So we can't expand it anywhere this way, really, because we'll just end up coming into this room. So this has to be the corner that we build out from. So we can expand it in both directions, I think. So if we expand, yeah, we've got room to expand south, and we've got room to expand east. So my thought is I just add 2 blocks all the way around and see what that looks like. Now this might not be a straight down, like maybe we make the top a little bit bigger. Like I've got this image that I quite like, which apparently doesn't want to work right now. Why is that not working? I really dislike the way that Streamlabs handles images. There we go. Apparently it doesn't work if it's minimized. So you can see how this tower here in the middle, it goes out a bit before it goes up, and then it goes out again before it goes up. So we could keep the 7x7 base and maybe build out on it. I also really like this top. So we might try something a little bit different there. We tried a few things that didn't really work previously. Vessels. So we had looked at that Minecraft? Looks like Minecraft. From The Witcher. Oh wow. Very cool. Where was it that I liked that big brutalist looking type place? There was a couple ones that I looked at that were pretty cool. Here's a good example as well. The towers get chunky as they go higher. I really like stuff like this, but of course I did not plan for that kind of scale in this area, so maybe someday we do like an elven kingdom or something. Bridges, buildings, castles, houses. Buildings, castles, interiors, cities. Maybe it was under towers. No, I don't remember where I saw it. So here's an example of something that has a beefier top to it. I know it's a Minecraft build. I try not to look at other Minecraft builds, but that's pretty solid. I sometimes get a little bit too complicated for the scale that I'm working at, and you know, there's something to be said for being kind of chunky. You know, we tried this and it didn't end up working very well. The too thick kind of corners. Well, you might be able to get away with it now that it's a 9x9. Well, I don't know where I put that other pin. At any rate, we can try this here. So we knocked 2 off the top, and then if we had stairs, and then solid block, solid block. Darn it. Now, obviously, we'll have to move the chimney. I'm willing to do that if this ends up looking good. Now we've got these. So this would make this very large. And then from here, that would go straight down there. And then here, we'd have to pull this down to see where this would end up. And then do the same thing here. And this actually kind of makes sense because it actually touches like one of the stone parts, so like it feels like it could be connected in that way. Now we could expand this. This doesn't have to stay at this level, although 2 is still plenty of room. We could move this over a little bit. That wouldn't be the end of the world. Or we could just leave it narrow. That's fine too. You copied from me and made your own to-do list, Book of Doom, and it really helped. Made me made what I feel like an overwhelming task easier to break down. Oh, 100%. Yeah, having something to check off and seeing your progress makes a lot of sense. It's the same reason that I put down spreadsheet numbers for Satisfactory. Like, it really takes the overwhelm out of a game like Satisfactory, and Minecraft can get like that too. Especially if you're working on like a big redstone project or something that's really complicated and you have to manage a lot of inventory and stuff like that. Like, you know, something to be said for being kind of chunky. I finally feel appreciated. That's not what I meant, but that's funny. I did not see that coming. All right, let's take a quick flight. So it's going to be hard to remember because we've removed the old tower. But hopefully... Right? See, like that to me feels good. I forgot to put the slabs on top of it, but... And then I think what I'll do with the chimney is I'll just move it forward. Like I'll keep it in the same position. I'll maybe move it forward or maybe to the left by a block. And that should help. Actually, I'll have to move it to the left by a block because the smoke is hitting the... Hubby TTV, hello, welcome in. Thanks for saying hi. Thanks for the follow. Silly Sild, thanks for the follow as well. And Chemical, appreciate it. I'm glad you guys are, glad you folks are enjoying the stream. Yeah, see, all of a sudden this is starting to feel better. You can see it from down here, which is cool. So I'll complete the top of that. Thanks, hubby. Has a little bit to do with the fact that I am one half of, I think, the largest Minecraft podcast right now. Little behind the scenes for anybody that's curious, the Spawn Chunks has passed 2.25 million downloads cumulatively. Not obviously all at once, but still, it has a very big number. I'm very proud of it. And then I had these guys. I'm trying to stay true to like the different ways that we do this. So the only thing right now is that this does feel a little bit like it needs something else on top of it. So again, if you look at the reference images, oh, that's similar art style, but not the same thing. I think that's from like an RTS, and there's like level 1, level 2, level 3. Oh, here it is here. I guess they don't really have anything on top of it, do they? So the cool thing is we can keep the stairs to the side. We don't have to make the stairs go down the middle, which is cool. This is what I like to call painting myself into a corner, where I'm forcing myself to do something I really like, knowing it's going to I'm going to have to change a bunch of stuff I like as well. Like that chimney, I'm going to have to just move. I'm just going to have to move it. I like it. It's in the wrong spot. It was in the right spot 2 years ago. It is currently in the wrong spot. Where'd my mouse go? That's not cool. Anybody ever had that happen to them? Can't see my cursor. See the crosshair? Oh, image down. Thank you. Maybe that's what's going on. Yeah. Okay. Mental note. That's what the problem was. Cheers. Sorry about that. Find that the buttons on my Stream Deck do not always work the best. Now, normally I do not get this heavy involved in putting the detail on something, but I feel like I need to know what the top of this is going to look like to make a judgment call. Do the mobs in caves influence the spawn rates of a skeleton spawner? No. Well, I shouldn't say no. They don't, as long as they're not within range of the skeleton spawner. I figured that was you, Hobby TV. Okay, so that makes that very beefy. I wonder if I've made it too big. I like the change, but I feel like we need to address some stuff. And I feel like instead of having a spiral staircase, we might want to put like a top floor on that. But I like that change. Yeah, we'll just move that over. So something I was thinking we could do would be to change the shape of this. Because if I've done the math right, the middle of this, which is now 9 by 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we could turn that and connect it if we wanted to. I might be going a little bit overboard with filling this in, but I feel like to visualize this, I really need to see everything. We're probably going to have to change the texture of it, all that kind of stuff, but I need to know how this looks. I feel like it's going to look good, but I also feel like we're going to need to add some trim. One short. Ha. So the front obviously hasn't come in. And the reason why I'm not sure about bringing it in here is because then that changes that stairwell all the way down, right? So that's why I needed to build out. So I feel like this could easily come forward by a couple of blocks, and that would kind of eliminate the conflict there. We would just move all of this out to here. I'll just translate it block for block. This is kind of cool now. I kind of like that this is its own thing. Right, so we have that breaking things up. But there definitely needs to be something about mid-tier there. And that's where the stairwell, I think, is going to come into play. We can also do things like having stone bricks on the corners and things like that. Like, I feel like on the other side of the keep, I've got some design rules that I've been following. Yeah, like you can kind of see here, right? And I could beef these up. Like I could change that to a solid block. Maybe I've not made this. Yeah, there's definitely some things we could change. Yeah, see, this has got the corners on it there. Need to get rid of the scaffolding so we can see. I'm also going to remember that we're going to be removing this roof here. This thing that I'm standing on right now. So when we move this chimney out, it might be a good opportunity to change that. We've got other roof designs and stuff that we could probably do. I don't want to have a gable because the gable is going to put the water up against the, like if it was to rain, having water pool in here would be bad. So I'm going to be careful of that. So inside, at a certain point, we switch to stone stairs. Yeah. I don't think I want to do that. So can maybe do it at the very end. But it would be cool if we could remove, let's say, the top layer here. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. And if I was to have this come up to this landing here, then this is plenty of headroom for floors. And we could then, oh, it has to be lower than this. So we have to go down yet another floor. So we're really not that far off. We've got, where's our little thing there? So I would want the windows to be here. So the floor would be here. Right, so that does start to cramp a little bit. Oh, wait a minute. I'm missing some size here. Oop, that is the crafting table. I don't remember having one of those on me. Must have taken it out of my shulker box by accident. Westhill's best defenses is the staircases. That's pretty good. So this is big enough to have a substantial room at the top of it. which is what I'm trying to work out now. So we could have a staircase leading up to it, although it's a little bit tricky here. So this is where we would just have to choose, like where we won't have to keep on spiraling. If this is where the destination is, at this point here, to maximize our floor space, we could just continue straight up, right? And then that way, get up to here. Or we could... What's going to be the nicer view? Probably south? Oh, maybe not. We get up to here and then continue up this way. Well, that's kind of the middle of the room. We'd have to find our edges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, inside 7 by 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so that's the middle here. So technically we could actually have the staircase be way over here. And this window wouldn't really be looking at much, so that's probably a good spot to put the stairs. And then we could potentially have a door that would close off to the top of this, right? So if this wasn't here at all, this is where I think my, time as an artist really helps me with like spatial awareness and the different rotation of like what you're looking at and how your paths are gonna land you in the end. So imagine this is a straight shot. Let's do a double staircase just because it's pretty. We'll have a nice supportive wall here. Right, so there's your staircase. Comes up to what would be, I guess, potentially a master bedroom or something. We'll work out these details a little bit later. But right here, we could have a door, right? Like this could be... Right, that could be a nice big double door. I just don't have any doors on me. Right, enter into the main bedroom. Gives you a nice big space up here. Maybe we don't make it a double wide staircase. Maybe this last staircase is just a single. And then if you wanted to, you could either have a ladder or you could have another staircase just take you up to the top. And the best place to put that is going to be right above the staircase where you enter in. So we could easily do something like this. And then maybe this is going to be stone stairs and it could just like straight take you all the way up just like this. And then this whole thing could be flat. Right, now this could either be an open staircase or we could close it up like that. Although that would kind of mess with where I would want the windows. That's the middle. So we'd probably want window. Yeah, so if we wanted a window here, could do that. And then technically this would be where the window would be. But we might just not have any. Or we could put them higher up. I feel like that's pretty good. I mean, obviously, we have to be careful with the stairs. We don't want to be too claustrophobic. So we might want to have, here we might want to like go up a stair. So actually start it here, although that could kind of mess with the window. And then that removes these stairs. I find that I have to use that trick quite a lot. A slight L to your stair, landing and then go up. It's more fun too. The only problem of course is that there's no window there. So I don't know what we do here. Maybe we just don't do any windows on that side. That's a nice big space up here. Nice big space up here. This now has more of a function. It's not just a staircase. And then we go down here through the door. There's landing there. It would make sense that this would be right there. We would obviously close this stuff off. Actually, yeah, that's just going to be empty space, isn't it? Secret passageways, maybe? That could be kind of fun. Servants' stairwell, you know? Oh, that's a good idea. Right, I want to see what this looks like with windows. The windows might be too big. We might have to make them smaller. With the right decoration, that could be pretty cool. It's a bit short. I wonder if maybe I've made it too short. I mean, it's nothing to raise things up. That's not a big deal. The problem is, of course, that stairwell is nicely on the east side. The windows definitely help. Not having windows there is okay, because I think I'm going to put a block around it. Can't really see it from over here. I may want to bring that back up a block, you know? Maybe even two. But something I was definitely thinking of was something I saw. I think it was in another build. I guess this would be the floor. Now, it might look better lower. Based on the images, you like the windows and it looks more like what we're after? Yeah. Okay, yeah, so that part's too tall. That's pretty good, though. It's a nice, it divides that space up, you know? Trying to remember why I didn't wrap that around. I think it's because of the stairs. Spooky vibes. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with spooky vibes. Oh, we are almost out of rockets. Did I not have... I thought I had more paper. I guess not. Gothic architecture is more pointy. There's usually a lot more arches and double arches and pointed arches and stuff in Gothic architecture. But I think it's just, it looks imposing, I think is the right. We look at it. One piece of sugarcane. All right, well, looks like we need more paper. Yep, I think I want to raise it up. I don't know if that's possible with the quick layout that I just did. I mean, I guess I don't have to raise the whole thing. I can just raise the top part. You know, like I don't have to sacrifice... Oh, there's a way in here. I don't have to sacrifice like all of this. It would not be difficult to get this higher. Like we certainly have room for at least one more stair, right? Like that's not a big deal. So raising this all by a block, I don't think would be the end of the world. Actually, if I just take out every second one. It's the nice thing about working big. You get into towers that are 9 by 9 or 11 by 11, 30 by 13, you start to get a lot of room. I think that makes a big difference. Like I like the fact that it just very clearly is up over everything. I could bring up this part too. Like this doesn't have to be 4 blocks thick. Like that could be 3 blocks thick. Although 4 is not bad. We could start with that and kind of see what we want to do. We did 4, I might put stairs underneath it. That, or we could try to do little arrow holes. We'd sacrifice that part. Would you like me to bring you some paper? Oh, sure. Yeah, if you've got time, that'd be great. It would be better if they were arrow slits. So it would be better if we had a little bit more room. I kind of want the windows to be a little bit higher. Oh, that's not enough juice to get to the top of the tower. How about a window? Can I get in a window? Yes, I can. Okay, cool. Yeah, and then I think if we took the bottom up rather than the 4, maybe we made it 3 again. Could be cool. Well, you know what? We don't have to do it all the same. We could do, this is where when you start to like where something is in space, you can start to mess with some more complicated shapes. So I could leave these ones here on the ends bigger. Right? Then it's really going to start to look like a crown. That's kind of cool. I like that. I think we need to change the material. I think maybe that has to be stone bricks and stuff in places. Maybe like the edges here. We're doing that. We could even go as far as to add in like an extra slab or something here. Where's my scaffolding? Walls in between the sticky out things. Yeah, I'll get into that kind of detail once I know that this is like kind of where I want it to actually settle. But for now, something like this work. Again, we wanted it to feel beefier and more important. You know? Nice. So I think I like that better, which means we have to pop inside and adjust the height of the room. So we could come up higher here and still end up in the same place. This is going to go up by a bit. I like the idea of having a tower like this, a big tower, and then have the stairwell go just in the corner. Works out quite nicely. And I don't know how we handle this. I guess this could just be... We'll have to figure out what we can do with some of these spaces. I like the idea of having a stairwell here. Oh, but that then... Yeah, that's tricky. Where could we... We might be able to scoot this down. Making little secret passages could be fun. Well, that doesn't go anywhere. That doesn't work. I'll leave this here. This, I think, would end up just being closed off. I don't think much would happen there. If we could do something here, that would be fun, though. I don't know if we have the room. Oh, that has to be there. If we keep this. So that blocks that off, I think. Dang it. That's the right height, yeah. So at the moment, I could just add a stair there. Now we haven't raised this side yet. We've only just done the one side. So we can see what this looks like from over here. With the higher windows, but not a higher top to it. It's not bad. I think I prefer the windows being separate. And if we did have to come up, we would end up just popping out here, which is not the end of the world. Or as I mentioned before, we can always give ourselves a landing and turn the stair. We can do that either at the bottom or at the top. I kind of like this not having stair in front of it though, so maybe this is a better option. Stream time is at 2 hours. Thanks, Cosmic. Time for another break. Is that right? No, this was meant to be up a level, right? Not sold on the big fat part of the battlement. Oh, I'm not gonna be able to see. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. Maybe if we got the right texture on it, it could look good. The bricks does not look good to me. We'll have to see what we can come up with. And this, all of these have like these little corners, so it's consistent. And then someone else, I think it was the Nookie in chat, mentioned like we could put walls in there, and that could be a good way to add some importance to it, but not make it look too square. Yeah, those definitely need to come up, I think. Aldebar, welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. So how does that look next to the bell tower that we just raised? Maybe the bell tower now has to get a little bit shorter. Yeah, I think I might have to knock that back down. Well, wait a minute. We haven't added it. I've got to bring that up to the right height. I think that's probably the problem at the moment. So we will figure that out. I guess once we move that up, that should be in the right position. We'll have to take a look. And then we could do stairs and decorative stuff, and there's all kinds of different things we could do there. I don't want to get into like the really fine details. Oh, there's Cosmic. Cosmic probably has paper, and I'm going to take my break. It is a few minutes after the hour. Thank you very much. Rocket power. Perfect. Get some rockets built and take the break. Built, you can tell that I've got satisfactory on my brain, right? Actually, I probably need to put a few things away here. Oh, I had walls on me. That was dumb. I didn't realize they were in my inventory. Oh, sometimes it's good just to kind of do a quick clean the inventory. I have the things that I need, so we can just do this. This will give us 3 stacks, and then this will give us 3 stacks. I'll put the rest away for later. Beautiful. Cool. Make sure the doors are closed. Good, good. All right, time for that other break. I do this once an hour. I'll be back in just a few minutes. I sense break shenanigans. Who'd have thought? Who'd have thought? It was probably all my stuff. Protecting me? Nice. All right, so let's I needed more stone. I think I had to go get more stone, didn't I? Oh no. And I think we needed some walls to try out. I don't know about the stone stairs. Or the stone brick stairs, rather. And I guess we got stone going up the corners of the build. It was your stuff? Oh, well it's in the flowers are in the flower bin. You can take them back. Cosmic, you can take them back. Alright. I think I said I preferred the higher break. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I think that this is probably the better of the two. Staying to sleep. Oh no, that's perfect. That helps out quite a bit, actually. All right, so this is going to move up. And this is going to change to stone brick, I think. And then I feel like these windows have got to have, like, that's a stair, no stair. That's a stair. So maybe we'll try these with the regular stair like that. It's nice to be able to climb up on stuff without having to rely on scaffolding all the time. Oh, this could be longer, couldn't it? I think these need to get removed. And then let's go with that. Don't think I brought, no, I didn't bring slabs. Now I don't have room for that. Why? Wait for the inevitable fall off building. Oh yeah, that's definitely happening. I'm sure that's happening. Oh, that was right. This needs to change. Now that we know what I sort of like the position of this, I thought we would fill a few of these in a way that makes sense. This already has the corners. These are too low. Ah, that could be problematic. I did not think about how that might connect. Maybe we have to not have the walls here. Yeah, this... We may, on the corners, want to go with stairs or something for this. I'll leave it as it is for now. I'll leave it chunky, and then I'll trim it down and make it look better later. That's the chimney we're going to have to move. Oh, that was right. I feel like we could also add in maybe little stairs here. It might look like too much. We could change them up to be different types of stairs. It does kind of make them look a little bit tall. Alright, so that is the bedroom, or whatever this room happens to be, raised up by 1. We could also do that down here if I wanted to go up by another stair. We would definitely have room for that. Although I like this landing, so we might want to leave it just as it is. I've got a funny feeling we're going to want to go with a single stair. I think that's 2 different layers. Yeah, so we don't necessarily need both, but this could mean that this could be wood. You know, like we could have potentially, just as a note, we could have any number of textures here. Do planks. Don't have any other trapdoors, but potentially we could have any number of textures up here, and it's not going to affect this part here. And this is a little claustrophobic, so but that could still be slabs, like the ceiling could still be slabs. I like the brick in the middle here, so I'm going to try to keep that. Ooh, that could be kind of cool. Have that be open. Obviously not dark oak, but you get the idea. I think that's kind of cool. Plus, I think it draws your eye up there, like to say, oh, there's actually something up there. does that. So that's this at the right height. Now does this go to the right height? Not yet. Don't remember what these are. Stair, block, and I think a stair underneath it. Stair, block. So that means this is a stair. All right, how did I do this? Slab, full block, stair. Okay. Slab, full block, stair. Right, so then these are too low. So that doesn't make any sense. It's so hard when you're up this close to something. Get a better perspective here. Totally the princess room of the tower. I don't know. I might make it. Maybe it's the magistrate's room. Who knows? Oh, that's not right. These are actually quite large. I guess we don't have to have the whole thing at the same height. We could have the edge of it be the height. You know, like we could have stairs going up to this in certain parts. So I think at this point, I don't even remember what this looks like. So it is a series of full blocks underneath the stairs. Just straight line. Having the stairs all the way up to the top before doing all this was a great idea. I'm much preferring this over running scaffolding up and down all the time. It's a little claustrophobic, like you kind of bounce around the walls a bit. Yeah, so that's a full line. So then these along here, skip one, there, there. And that goes like that. 1/2 past the hour, which is a phrase that sounds like we are two spies meeting to discuss something secret. Thanks. Yeah, I think I'll just finish up the top of this tower, and then that's gonna be where we transition. I want to put in a little bit of time on Satisfactory today, so we're gonna keep streaming, but we'll switch games. Hope I did that right. Looks like I did. For folks that don't know, Satisfactory is another building game that I play. Quite enjoy it. And we're in the midst of a really big project on that as well. Always a fun time. We are building factories that are themed after Transformers. Oh man, somebody in my neighborhood is cooking on a charcoal barbecue and I am jealous. I mean, I've got leftover barbecue for dinner, so I mean, I don't have to cook, which is great. And this needs 2, 3, so we'll do a slab down on the stairs, which I can't reach. That would be too easy. No idea if that's going to look good, but we'll see. Oh, this is also wrong. And that's not finished. Argio Plays. Hello, hello. How are you? Thanks for the invite, by the way. I won't get into what's happening. I'll let you describe it on your stream. So folks that are listening to me, you should go follow Argio Plays. I don't know about the top part, but the walls look pretty good. And once that chimney's out of the way, it'll look a lot better too. And I like that separation too. We'll have to figure out how to incorporate that. Yeah, I think I just need to remove this little slab. Now we could do all kinds of stuff here. We could add a wood roof. We could do all kinds of different things to have the ceiling of the downstairs be whatever we want. Right now, I think this is probably the best course. So we'll come in here and be able to use a couple of slabs. Maybe even... Yeah, I'd say that's pretty good. And that still gives us like really high ceilings in here, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's room to play. Like we could do all kinds of neat stuff if we wanted to have like beams or whatever. Like we could do a very cool looking place in here, which would be nice. I'm gonna leave myself lots of room for interior, but not worry about it right now. I'm sure we can come up with something. I'm gonna fill this in. I kind of like that double entrance over here, exit over there. Yeah, that could be... I mean, this won't necessarily be like a defensive position because it's going to be someone's room. But quite the view. Unfortunately, in Minecraft, you just can't see around these big blocks half the time. But this is the kind of situation where you would totally just put like Something like that down. And then you got lots of room to see. Oh yeah. I like. So changing both the height of this and the size of this has given us like some opportunities for like really solid views of the town. That's cool. Obviously the next time we stream we'll have to move the chimney, which is right there. I need just to back up just a second so we can take a look at this from a couple different vantage points. Wait for the final sleep. One look around, maybe we'll throw on some shaders. So I think we had some nice progress. I think I might have to reduce that bell tower again, but I might do that in between streams just because that's like the third time I've moved it. This will change from sunset to sunrise as soon as Cosmic sleeps. Thanks again for logging in and sleeping, Cosmic. It's actually quite helpful when you're doing a lot of inside building. There's the morning sun. So you can see the top there. Now I want to do something a little bit more special with this. So we'll try to decorate this and maybe we'll change the angle of this so it's a little bit more pointy. But you can see the main hall. And then as you approach the main gate here, you can very much see something that looks like that is an important building. I still feel like I want to put something on top of this, but I'm not entirely sure. We'll have to see. This is where I really wish that Minecraft had better flags, because if we had like a banner, and I know you can do the whole like wool block thing like out like that, I just really don't like the way that it looks. So when 1.20 hits, I'm going to be refreshing the data packs and some of the things that I might try to either look for or maybe even write a mod or a data pack that will allow me to do that. I'm not entirely sure about the corners. I like the walls. I just don't know if I like the bottom part. So I might just remove that slab and reduce that by a bit. That might be all we need. I think I do like the fact that these are longer on the sides and then shorter in the middle. I like that this is solid. Obviously there's going to be a lot of texture changes, like that's going to be something, but and I missed a little marlin there. Yeah, I mean, I think that's a solid change. It definitely is noticeable and feels more robust and different. I think if we can also get this roof right there, if I could get that up higher, I don't know whether I can raise the base, but I feel like I could definitely raise at least the angle and peak it higher. That could be cool too. Yeah, the flag archaeoplays, like they really need to be, I just want to put banners sideways. Like I don't think that that's a stretch, you know? Right, so now you can see that coming over there. Now the only problem with raising this would, of course, we would be blocking more of the area there of the tower we just built. But if we beef up this one too, then we might be able to offset that a little bit. And this is something I'm considering putting a top on with this keep wanting to feel more important. I feel like if we had a top to this, so if this was enclosed, we did that over on that tower. So something like that, I think in these front positions would finish this up, you know, like I think taking something like this, an enclosed top, maybe not that big, obviously, because that's at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and these are only 5 by 5, I think. No, they're 7 by 7. Well, the inside would be 5 by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so the inside would be 5 by 5. So maybe they are the same size. But I think that would help. We leave this battlement lower. We could always make it a little bit thicker, but I could do that thing where I could, if I pull these down the side, then that could also help tie everything together. Benji Bananas, great username. Thanks very much. This is something we've been working on for a couple of streams now. This is the 4th stream that we've been working on this. But yeah, I like that. I think that even in the courtyard here, it feels chunky. And once we move the chimney out of the way, we'll have the smoke that'll rise up kind of like in between. So this is going to come forward by at least a block, and then it'll be going left by at least a block as well. I'm just going to have to like brain cannon how to move this, because this is the chimney is actually where it should be. So I might just have to do a little bit of mental gymnastics to kind of make that make sense for me. Now these rooms here is going to be tricky. I want to try and do more in these. This stairwell I think we might move. I could also take this tower. I could put another one here if we had the room, which we sort of do. And that could be the stairs. So I could move the stairs out of inside this building. So the stairs are actually just the front part of this. Like if you get up here, you can see like there's a couple of windows and there's the roof. So if I move the stairs out of this building, either to outside or the fact that maybe you just have to use the main stairwell, then that would free up this to be more decorative. And what's that? 3 blocks plus the wall. So that would mean that all of this space could be this room. So we would lose like, or open up all of this, and maybe we would just have like a straight wall across here and a door. You know, or 2 doors. Who knows? You know, like we could do a bunch of different stuff. I'm not sure what this is going to be used for just yet. It could be anything. I don't think it's going to be anything too important because like we've got the kitchen here. So I doubt that it would be accessible. What we might do is we might have a pathway through here. And that would be like how, where did it go? Yeah, we might want to try to do something where the people that are, yeah, so maybe we can come through here and wrap that around and connect, because you'd want the people that are ruling to be able to get to that other fancy building, but not necessarily have to go through the kitchen to do it, you know? I think that could be fun to kind of work that out and see if we have any secret passages or quarters, servants' halls and servants' staircases and stuff. We might be able to squeeze those in. We'll see. But this is, you can't really see it too much from this side, but it does stick out, and I think it does catch the light and sort of feel important. What was a pig? I was like, what is that? And then last view over here, and actually we haven't been looking at it from the east, so we'll have to double check. But I've been very concerned about how it looks like when you come around the corner here. Yeah. Quite happy with that change. Textures, again, we're going to have to work on that, but the geometry of it, the size of it, I feel like it's pretty good. I may have to do a little bit of work on this roof here. Something I talk about a lot is tangents. You get them a lot in drawings. So right now it's not too bad, but as you get closer, these two end up being very, very similar in height. So I might try to do something else with the top of this and just kind of like make it pointier or something, just so that they overlap more. And obviously I'm missing that one little bit there. But yeah, there's a couple things that we could change about that. And then last, oh, that's my face. East. Thanks, Cosmic. It's such a simple change, but it really does help. So you can see it from here, which is good. I like the fact that it's one of the tallest things that you can see. And it should be framed by this gateway, because this is how I planned this gate, was that when you walk through here, you generally are seeing the keep. Oh, okay, well, I guess that's been changed because of all the buildings we've put in it. But when you go down this road, it should be. Yeah, now just imagine another tower there. I think we'd probably be good with that. Lots of layers. I need to do something with that roof too. Like I like what I've done with the breaking up the main hall. I think I need to do something very similar with that roof. Archeoplace, thank you. Yeah. Yeah, the sightline is just something I like to play around with. It is a little bit difficult from this side because you really do get smacked in the face by this barracks thing, whatever this is going to be. I like the long windows there, but imagine if we removed the stairwell that's in there, we could have 2 more of those long windows, and I think that would really help that size. Maybe we could make that like a library or something. That would be cool. Maybe I need to lower that roof instead of raise it. I wonder if we lowered the main part and then just added like a high section. I wonder if that would work. Because now I kind of want to see more of this tower. But anyway, like I said, that's where I'm going to wrap up this section of the stream. We're going to play some Satisfactory, so don't go anywhere. If you are watching this later on YouTube, you can follow all kinds of things at joelduggan.com. The Spawn Chunks is a brand new podcast out this week. We talked about redoing your old builds, very much inspired by what I'm doing right here by renovating the keep. We also had some great listener email, as well as a new snapshot to talk about. Everything else is linked to joelduggan.com. That includes the Citadel Cafe, my other podcast, and links to Patreon, which is where a lot of folks support the channel and then join the Discord. And hey, I did a Discord-only stream last night. I've been experimenting with using Discord Nitro and streaming some of the slower parts of Satisfactory. So I had a nice hangout with Cosmic and Minipax and Lewas. Just really chill, had some music going in the background. I need to work on being able to pump the music into the Discord chat, but we'll hopefully get there. I will see you folks in just a few minutes if you're sticking around. If not, I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.